If you want to be free, embrace conflict. If you're somewhat similar to me, you don't like conflict with people, you don't like conflict inside of yourself, but I mean especially with people. In everyday life, things can happen where you get into a conflict with someone. You feel emotional turmoil, you want to say bad words, and after the fact, you still keep thinking about this conflict. And maybe if it's at work or in school, you will constantly think about it, ponder about it, and how it will be if you see the person again. Now I tell you, embrace conflict. Never fear conflict. Conflict is a thing in the universe you will never be able to run from. It's part of life. And actually, it's a great source of growth. If you think about it, it is like a challenge you can now overcome. And with each and every challenge, we as men grow. And we grow immensely from that. If you see conflict as a way to grow and as a way to learn, it will change the whole game. I love history. I love conquerors. I love warriors, kings, generals, all of that. I love learning from great men of the past. And when you look in the past, you see that great men always saw conflict as a challenge, and they thought of it as an opportunity to act wisely and show the world that they can resolve the issue with grace and with great skill in the end. And one example is Alexander the Great. Back in the days, the Greeks had somewhat of a conflict against the Persians, and Alexander was afraid that his father already conquered everything, He thought that he will not have the opportunity to show himself, or to confirm himself. I don't know if it's the right word. But when he was able to conquer Persia, he was really, really happy, because he had an opportunity to show his glory, to show his strength, and to show his prowess. I know, you are young, maybe you're a little bit older, and you're not that experienced with conflict. But this is no problem. You are allowed to do mistakes, and you are allowed to fail. Even if you fail badly, even if you get punched in the face, even if you get totally embarrassed in front of everybody, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It makes you a better man. You will pull so much learning experience out of it. And right now, it feels really, really bad. I know. It feels really, really bad. But trust me, in 1, 2, or 3 years, you will not think about this conflict ever again. Somehow, the universe, or God helps you to resolve any issue in your life. When you think about past problems or conflicts, where are they now? Right, they went away, they resolved themselves, and you learn through them. I think the philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche also said something about it. When I researched a couple YouTube videos about the topic of conflict, I saw a video about Friedrich Nietzsche, and I purposefully didn't watch it, but I watched it, and I will tell you to do the same. Research how to overcome conflict with grace. But of course, I have some tips for you as well. First of all, try to stay calm. Understand that this is not it's not that serious. Most of the time it's not that serious, even if it feels like that. Of course, when you are you have problems with drug cartel or mafia, this is a problem, and you should probably look for help. But if it's just everyday things between people, if it was a thing in the supermarket, at the workplace, or in school, or in college, it's not that bad. I know it feels like it, but it's not that bad, bro. Try to relax, and then try to think about it. Try to play some situations in your mind and think about how you could resolve that conflict the best way possible. What would be the best way possible to resolve that conflict? And in the most of the time, it's just talking to the person. Just searching the conversation and trying to understand the other person. Because if you understand and if you try to understand the other person, you will see you guys are not that different. We human beings often think of ourselves that we are the only person in the world who thinks the way we think. But it is not like that, actually. Even I think I'm really special, and I love martial art, and I love history and stuff. But there are a lot of people that think the same way, and this is a good thing because it's a possibility to find common ground. It's an opportunity to understand each other. And when you talk to the person, oftentimes, directly talk to them and telling them that you don't that you want to resolve the issue and you are willing to listen. This is another really, really important part. Be willing to listen. Then the things will resolve itself so easily. You can't even imagine how easily it is. You need just talking to people, listening to people, understanding people, understand yourself. And another really, really important part is you need to get the emotions out of you. Conflict often brings a lot of emotions, a lot of fear, a lot of anger, a lot of insecurity. And if you still feel a lot of those emotions, it helps to get a little bit of distance from that conflict and do something physical. Train, like lift some weights, train a little bit of martial art, boxing, wrestling, power yourself, power yourself out in the end. Yeah, get a good workout and get a good sweat in. If you don't do any of that, just go for a run. Yeah, just go for a run, get into your body and feel your body working. Get out of your head. And yeah, then you proceed with the other steps I told you before. And in the end, be a little bit heroic about it. Be a little bit of be like the great man of the past. Walk with faith, walk with belief, and walk with strength. You are a man, you are strong, and you are born to be strong. I know in the Western world, this virtue of manliness and power and strength and honor isn't as celebrated as it was in the past. But we can bring that back right here. Alright? You're a warrior, my friends. Release fear in any way and start freeing yourself and embrace conflict. Gabriel out. Boom, the biceps.